Hello, my name is Wayne Robison. I'm President and CEO of Rulon International, and I want to welcome you to your virtual tour of the Rulon manufacturing facility located in St. Augustine, Florida. To give you a brief history of our company, we started in the wood ceiling and acoustical wood wall manufacturing business on or around 1985. We built our new headquarters and manufacturing facility in St. Augustine, Florida, 2006, and started operating here as our main plant. The wood ceilings and the acoustical wood wall systems that we manufacture are high-end products that are installed wherever a high-end product that wants to provide not only the warmth and beauty of wood, but also the performance of acoustical properties if they require that on the wood installations. Rulon International primarily sells our products in North America, Latin America, and also we're substantial business in the Middle East. Again, thank you for taking your time and effort to go ahead and visit our Rulon International manufacturing facility.
Hi, my name is Tom Anderson. I'm one of the senior project engineers at Rulon International. Engineering can be a very rewarding career choice for people, especially those with interest in math and physics. The engineering team at Rulon comes from mostly mechanical engineering backgrounds, a broad engineering field that can lead to a variety of technical employment, including manufacturing and construction companies like Rulon International. Our job as engineers at Rulon is to manage the project from the point of sale, when a customer makes a purchase, through to completion, when the project is complete. We work with our customer, the installing contractor, to make sure we are providing the materials and guidance they need to complete the installation of the Rulon ceiling or wall successfully. And we work with the architectural team to make sure our design meets the aesthetic vision. We also coordinate with our manufacturing team to make each product efficiently and profitably. First, we make a comprehensive review of the architect's drawings and specification. Based on that review, a project engineer will draft or draw submittal drawings in AutoCAD, which are sent to the architect along with technical documentation for review and approval. Once approved by the architect, project engineers release to work with Rulon's customer to determine the sizes, quantities, and hardware needed for the installation. That is often referred to as the Bill of Materials or BOM. Following approval by the customer, this BOM is communicated to both the purchasing and manufacturing departments at Rulon. This allows the purchasing department to order the correct materials for the project, and the manufacturing department to make all the right parts for the project. Finally, once the material is shipped, the engineer is available to answer the customer's questions about installation. By providing a high level of customer support, the hope is to make the customer's installation easy and profitable, create a good relationship with the customer, and win them over as a repeat customer.
In today's world, it is more relevant than ever to understand the importance of manufacturing and the significant contribution to the creation of wealth. Hi, my name is Alejandro Fernandez Verot. I am the production manager at Rulon, and we are going to talk today about manufacturing, its wonders and its bright future. But what is manufacturing? Manufacturing is the process through which we transform raw materials into finished goods. We achieve this transformation with human talent, machinery, tools, and systems. At Rulon International, we transform raw wood into high-end finished ceilings and wall panels that are used in buildings all around the world. We work with many architects and designers, and we made their ideas and dreams a reality. Their ideas come to life through us, and when our panels are installed, it is an awesome feeling to see them in use. Our main asset at Rulon is our people. We have highly skilled craftsmen working with us. These are people with a lot of experience that have a deep knowledge and understanding of wood and how to work with it. Our best craftsmen teach our younger talent, and we maintain a continuous improvement process cycle. We can have the best technology or state-of-the-art machines, but at the end of the day, it is the people that can make manufacturing a success. We have a great facility with state-of-the-art machinery, tools, and technology. Our processes are highly technical, and therefore we need highly technical people to operate them. All the projects we work with are custom-made to order. Each one is unique, and this dynamic keeps us engaged all the time. Now, we're going to walk through our process, from receiving materials to manufacturing and shipping all around the world.
So now that you've heard a little bit more of the specifics of what we do here at Rulon, let's get into how we get the material to make this happen. My name is Tim Tyler, and I am the Material and Inventory Manager here at Rulon. I have a degree in wood and wood product manufacturing, and I have worked for large furniture and kitchen cabinet manufacturers before coming here to Rulon in 2007. My role here is inventory and material handling. Most of the materials are handled by me and my team before they are brought and made into the wonderful products that we have here at Rulon. All the materials you are about to see and hear about are considered Appalachian hardwood, which is where some of the finest hardwoods in the world come from. We currently have 6 primary lumber species we use and a handful of other species we use from time to time based on our customer needs and or requests. Those primary species include cherry, ash, white and red oak, hard and soft maple, and finally poplar. In our veneers, we use all of those same species and many more, including walnut, mahogany, bamboo, and some exotic veneers, and also what we call recon veneer, which is a man-made veneer where it is processed, dyed, and duplicated to match just about any species. Most of these species, short of the exotic species in the veneers, obviously come from the northern and upper Midwest states. Once the raw material arrives here at Rulon, they are quickly unloaded, tagged, and put into inventory to wait for the next step. Regarding that next step with our lumber, what we do next is what we call sorting process, where we take the lumber that is received and or already here and inspect it for quality and quantity needed for the current projects. Once the lumber is inspected, it is issued out to our molders. In the case of our veneers, we have worked hard for several years to have our veneers pre-sorted and or inspected, such as our lumber is, to a vendor level so that when it arrives here at Rulon, it comes in most cases, already ready to go to the hot press and to be made into our panels. All of our veneer panels need to be assembled before we can continue with the manufacturing process. This step requires a specific veneer, which is generally the face and or something that the customer has picked out already, and then a backer, which is put on the back of the panels for structural purposes. These are glued to a core board, and this is what we make our final master sheet, and then the master sheet will become any size of our final products, again, depending on what our customers require.
Hi, I'm Tom Petruca, a manufacturing engineer and CNC programmer for Rulon International. All solid wood products at Rulon International begin manufacturing at the molding machine. A molder is a machine that takes an oversized profile or wood board blank, example 1 inch thick by 4 inches wide, and machines them down to a final part dimensions of 3/4 inch thick by 3 3/4 wide blades. We refer to the raw material or oversized material as a blank and the finished molded part as a blade. All wood that we purchase is sorted for quality specific to the requirements of the product being made before being delivered to the molder. Depending on the product, certain sizes of the blank need to be clean or free of any imperfections such as knots. The sorting team will sort the blanks the best they can and deliver the blanks to the molder, where operators also watch for blank quality. One operator will feed blanks into the machine from one end, and the other operator will retrieve the blades coming out of the other end. Both operators observe the quality of the blanks while molding and the quality of the finished blades after molding. Some imperfections can be sanded out to get a smooth surface. The sanding operation is very important to good quality blades as it helps prepare the blade surfaces and sets the stage for the blades to get finished by vacuum stain coating and top coating machines. The vacuum coaters are machines that apply stain and top coat to the blades. They do this efficiently and very quickly. Most products run 2 passes of stain and 2 passes of clear coat. One machine is designated for staining the blades and the other for top coating the blades. The staining machine uses infrared technology for applying stain. The top coating machine uses ultraviolet technology for applying top coat. The quality of the blades going to the vacuum coaters from the sander is very important. The stain and top coat can absorb differently within these blade imperfections, causing an undesired and unacceptable look. It is important to minimize these imperfections at the molder and sander because if they get to the finishing operation, they will have to be refinished or reworked or kicked out, which may require more material from the molder in order to complete the job. Imperfections not caught during the process will result in more time needed to complete the job, cost added to non-conforming parts, and possible scheduling issues for completing other projects.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Robinson, and I'm the purchasing manager for Rulon International. While I mostly coordinate the buying of our manufacturing materials, I'm also highly involved in our production process, including our solid wood systems. Once good blades have been established from the molding, sanding, and finishing process, they are moved to our assembly department for cutting, drilling, and assembling of our panel grill and panelized linear products. This is unique since Rulon does all of its assembly after products have been fully finished. First, our precision semi-automatic cut-to-length circular saws that are accurate to within plus or minus 0.005 of an inch are used to trim the blades to the desired length. These saws are specifically designed to cut hardwoods and fire-rated MDF very cleanly without any chipping. Next up is our drilling machine, which has multiple drill heads that can be individually programmed for various length blades. The drilling machine bed can handle blades as short as 2 foot or as long as 10 foot. Our operators take care that all parts are carefully drilled with minimal to no tear out at the drilled holes, and that all holes are within a tolerance of plus or minus 0.005 of an inch. The final step is our assembly department, where we have several different teams working together to assemble or put together the various panelized linear or panel grill parts as per the customer's specification. Parts are carefully placed into a form that holds the blades in the correct position for the operators to insert dowels and or add wood backer strips, depending on the configuration the customer has selected for their project. Now that you know how our solid wood products are assembled, let's take a look at our veneers.
Hello, my name is Matt and I manage the CNC machining operations here at Rulon International. I'm going to talk to you today about the pressing, machining, and assembling of our veneered products. From flat panels to curved panels to drilled, slotted, or grooved panels, everything we do in these operations are designed to meet a customer's specific needs. All of our veneered products start at the hot press operation. MDF core boards, the central component of our master sheets, up to 5 foot wide by 10 foot long, are passed through a glue spreader where a very thin layer of glue is spread on both top and bottom surfaces. Immediately after, operators apply the specified veneer and the backer veneer to the glued surfaces. It's then loaded into the hot press where high heat and hydraulic pressure is applied to cure the glue, permanently adhering the veneer to the core board. After 2 minutes, these master sheets of material come out of the hot press to cool overnight, then move on to the next operation. After pressing and cooling, most of our products move on to either the panel saw or our iron horse CNC machine. The panel saw is a programmable computer-controlled saw used to cut any size of rectangular panel or trim piece and utilizes special optimization software. This software maximizes the yield or usable panels from the master sheets and minimizes the waste. Programs for this machine are created automatically using a bill of materials that the optimization software downloads to the panel saw straight from engineering department. The operator then loads master sheets as instructed by a display to cut the panels to proper size and orientation. They are labeled, stacked on a pallet, and moved on to the next operation. Our Iron Horse CNC machine is a very versatile computer-controlled cutting machine designed and built specifically to meet our manufacturing needs. At this station, we can cut virtually any two-dimensional shape you can imagine, up to 5 feet wide by 20 feet long. All of the drilled, grooved, curved, slotted, and irregularly shaped panels we produce come through this machine. After pressing, machining, and other operations throughout the plant, many of our products make it back to our assembly department. Special jigs are made for most products, so every panel comes out exactly the same. This assembly process can be as simple as adding a backer to a panel to make it stiffer for install, or as complex as one of our curved panels with many different components all coming together to make one beautiful panel. Multiple different types of glues and fasteners are used in these processes to ensure a quality product that will last for years to come.
Hello, my name is Jeff Flynn, and I am the Finishing Department Manager for Rulon International. Following the pressing, cutting, and assembling of our master sheets, the Finishing Department receives stacks of veneered components that are ready for finishing at what we call the flat line. Traditional finishing requires a brush, finish pad, or a hand sprayer, with operators that hand apply the finish to the wood products. At Rulon, we went a step beyond simple finishing machinery. The flat line is a complicated, multi-step finish line consisting of 6 different machines linked together by computer to mimic the hand spraying of finishes at a speed of 20 feet per minute. When the finishing department receives components, they are inspected and then pass through the first machine, the sander. The veneer panels then move on an automated conveyor to the stain booth, where automatic spray guns apply stain or top coat to the panels. These spray guns move back and forth, spraying stain or clear top coat onto the panel. As the panels move from the spray booth, they enter a microwave tunnel that excites the water molecules to the surface of the stain or top coat. The panels then travel through to the hot air tunnel, which blows the surface of the panels like a hairdryer to remove more water molecules from the panels. The air is kept to 110 degrees Fahrenheit to dry. The panels then move to the next part of the tunnel where they are further dried with infrared heat tubes. The final tunnel is the ultraviolet light tunnel. This fast cures or nearly instantly dries the top coats so we can pack or send the panels to another department for further assembly or shipping.
My name is Adam Burkholder. I'm the Quality Control Supervisor for Rulon International. As you have seen, we have a lot of operations and a ton of material constantly moving in and out of the plant, both of which we need to meet a certain level of quality. Being in the wood industry can be difficult at times when it pertains to quality, because we are dealing with a nature-made product. To ensure the quality of wood we get in from our vendors, we started the sorting process where we have a team that sorts our material based on each job we receive. They sort based on whether the material would be used as a one-phase or two-phase product, meaning from how many sides it will be visible, the finish the customer is asking for, and most importantly, defects on the boards. Examples would be splits and cracks, sticker stain, and large knots. Most of the kicked out or non-conforming material we have, after sorting for a job, we bundle back up and put back into storage for use on other jobs that have more lenient specifications. This allows us to cut waste as much as possible. After the sorting is complete, it is my responsibility to go back through the paperwork and count all the conforming and non-conforming pieces we received from our vendors. Every 6 months, I send each supplier a report broken down by width of the material and the species of wood. This allows us to see what supplier is providing the highest quality, most consistent product, and allows the suppliers to see where they need to improve. We are always striving for continuous improvement from our suppliers, and we keep in close contact with them to inform them on any issues we come across while running the material. Lastly, as the material goes from operation to operation, it goes through different inspections. For example, at the molar, we are looking for possible snipes from the blades and any defects that were not caught at sorting. At finishing, we're always checking the color with the color sample the customer provided and the gloss of the material after we put our clear coat on. Our veneer already comes in color sorted by job from the vendor before arriving at Rulon, but we still inspect the veneer at the hot press to ensure the color stays consistent while we are pressing the veneer. The last quality checkpoint is at our shipping department. While the employees are packing the final product, they are constantly looking for any imperfections that may be of concern.
Hi, my name is Ashley Boutwell. I'm a marketing coordinator and I'm also part of the sustainability team here at Rulon International. So far you have heard from a few different people about our manufacturing processes, how things work, how we keep things consistent, and the people behind the machines. Now we're going to transition into what sustainability looks like for us. Most commonly, people hear the 3 pillars of sustainable life: reduce, reuse, and recycle. For us, those pillars look more like visibility, documentation, and methodology. As Tim mentioned earlier, before any material goes into production, the raw material must be purchased. It seems like a relatively straightforward concept, that we have a supplier, send a check, and get the product. While that might be the overarching chain of events, there's more that goes into it. Primarily when we're searching for raw materials to purchase, in this case wood blanks or veneer, we're looking for transparent suppliers that follow FSC's international standard for being environmentally conscious and who responsibly manage the forest. With the cores we use to manufacture our master sheets, we also look at recycled content, or more specifically, what percentage of the core is recycled wood fibers. This ensures the material we buy is from a responsible core manufacturer, who is also focused on being environmentally conscious by using potentially wasted material as part of the cores they are manufacturing. Once the material goes into manufacturing, as Adam mentioned, we implement a lean manufacturing strategy. By minimizing our waste, we're able to reduce our landfill usage by up to 45%, preventing extra pollution and reducing harm to the environment. Coupling the responsibly harvested wood with the way it's handled during manufacturing, we can assure our customers that our product has a minimized impact on the natural environment, and once it's installed, it contributes to a healthy built environment. While that approach is excellent for the natural environment, we also have to consider the people who occupy the buildings that our products will be permanently installed in, also known as the human element. In order to keep the occupants safe and healthy, we've taken steps to evaluate the emissions, also known as VOCs, or volatile organic compounds, that our products emit in their finished state. By selecting healthy cores, glues, and other components to use in our manufacturing processes, we've minimized emissions and met a set of rigorous standards that ensure our products are safe for the human element.
Hi, my name is John Robison, and I'm a project manager here at Rulon International. When it comes to coordinating the manufacturing and delivery of our products, I work with both our production and our shipping departments to ensure that the right products arrive at the job site on time. When setting up a shipment for anything, there are many factors that need to be considered and ironed out ahead of time. There are many groups of people working for different companies that all need to be on the same page, many of whom will also have questions regarding dates or timelines that we're responsible for answering. That level of coordination requires knowing ahead of time how much material needs to be shipped, as well as how the material is going to be packaged and crated, to ensure that it arrives where it needs to go undamaged. Shipping companies will need to know the number of crates being sent, as well as their weight and size. Additionally, many job sites have certain restrictions on the size and weight of the trucks allowed, or crate size constraints due to the offload and storage area. How the material is going to be moved around the site is also very important. This determines how the material is going to be packaged. Having all of these details before you need them is crucial to having a seamless transition from manufacturing the material to shipping it where it needs to go. And as part of the project management team, that's a pretty big priority.
Hello, I am Jared Atherton. I'm the Eastern Region Sales Manager covering everything on the east side of the Mississippi River for Rulon International. Now that you've seen our manufacturing process from start to finish, you might be wondering, where are wood ceiling and wall systems even used? The answer is everywhere. Sometimes it is easy to forget to look around when we're walking, but the next time you are in a church, a hospital, or a university dorm room, don't forget to look up. The chances are you may see a little bit of Rulon around you everywhere you go. An example of a commercial space where Rulon is applied is the 2 Union Square building in Seattle, Washington. This is the number 3 tallest building in Seattle, but it all starts on the ground floor with one of the most attractive wood ceiling systems in the country. This is what Rulon refers to as our beam product. Each piece of this 2,998 custom beams has its very own radius to make up the big wave-like aesthetic. I know, it looks like it was a lot of work. It was. This project had a total time in planning, engineering, and manufacturing of around 2 years. In these next pictures, you will see Minnesota State University, another example of where Rulon is applied not only to the ceilings, but a lot of our products are on the walls in this build. This will show you a custom variation of our horizontal and vertical slat radius wood panels utilizing our maple species. Architects and interior designers love using Rulon products not only for its beauty, but being able to capture the natural species offerings that we can provide. Another example, Hard Rock Cafe Casino. Forget your wallet when walking into this place, but the Hard Rock Casino is an example of our vertical slat custom panel grill. We applied this to many of the walls in this Hollywood, Florida-based building. Rulon sets the stage when walking into a high-end commercial building. We are considered a finishing product in construction, which means we must perform the work in our factory with an intense level of quality control. Since we are the first image a consumer will see when walking into the building, we must deliver a product that has the utmost beauty. I can't thank you guys enough for listening to our presentation. We absolutely appreciate it. And the next time you're in a commercial space, don't forget to look up.